Okay guys, today's video I really want to talk to you about something. One thing is, like when me and Bev were doing the loop, it was important that we got the boat tied off correctly. But the first thing that happens is I'm usually at the helm and Bev's usually the one dealing with the dock lines. Now if we can get help from the marina, I usually typically make that call and we get help from the marina. But the next thing is for her to get off the boat and get me a midship line or a line tied off so that I have something to work with. And I don't care what she does on that. I really don't. Get the boat tied in there. I hope she ties it off correctly. But if she doesn't, I'm all right with that because I think it's my responsibility after is to check these lines. And to do this correctly, all I do is come around here. She even learned how important this is. Come around here, and then, like I said, it's like this. Now we'll go over this right here for you guys and show you the correct way to tie off a dock line. Okay guys, Paul Bates here. Welcome aboard Southern Estate. But today I'm over here on Carabao, and I want to go over dock lines with you because I think it's super important. Sorry about my voice. It was a gift from my grandson before he left. I got the ninja cough here, and so just be patient with my voice. It'll come back in a couple of days, the doctor said. But anyway, tying the correct dock line, I walked down the dock this morning and about 50% of the boats are done correctly and the other 50% are not done correctly. And it's super easy and it's a huge point. I almost lost a boat on America's Great Loop because of this right here. I almost lost Loop Princess, and it's a super easy, and I really learned this, really brought it home in captain schools where I really paid attention and said, because they did about a 2-hour course on this and explained everything. And then it really made sense to me after the captain school. So that's why I wanted to share it with you guys and why I think it's so important. Also, especially for you ladies, when you're on the loop and your husbands tie the boat off correctly, when you get off, they're typically at the helm and you're dealing with the dock lines. And if the dock lines are difficult to get off in the morning, it just makes it that much more hectic, and it doesn't have to be. So the correct way to do a dock line, let me show you here, I'll get a close up here, is when you get off the boat, you just come around, and around like that. Then a half hitch, but you got to do this half hitch correctly, and it'll look like this where you have both your lines coming here. I could have done that backwards just then, which I've seen that done a lot too, and that would go the other way. And that's not correct right there. The correct way is that both of these lines line up, and it's just having the correct half hitch right here. So once you do this right here, that cannot make this line impossible to get off, because all you do in the morning is uncinch that, come off here, boom, and you're ready to go. And the more pressure you put on this line, it won't get tight on you. What happens if you come in here and just start doing stuff like this, what happens here, and this is what happened to me on the loop in the lock, is this line got a lot of pressure put on it because of the way we're letting the water out. And then when I went to go take the lock off, the line got stuck on itself and the boat would not release. So we literally had to cut the line. So to do this correctly, we'll do it one more time here. And what I really recommend, especially if you're getting ready to do the loop, is really pay attention to this. I'd say even go get you can get one of these cleats. You can go buy one of these cleats at Walmart. They're like $4 or something. It doesn't matter what size line you use, and practice this because it is so important. And to make sure, because if it's the only way you know to tie up a boat, and it's the correct way, it just makes your life so much easier. I'll link the video for the learning curve for you guys, because the learning curve out there is huge. And if you can just master this right here, it takes some of that learning curve out for you even before you start on America's Great Loop. So anyway, you can see how pretty that is right there. And when it's done correctly, oh my God, it just makes it makes such a big difference. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Leave your comment down below. And like I said, I walked the marina earlier. About 50% of these lines are done correctly and 50% are done incorrectly. So that tells me about half the boaters know the correct way to tie a line, and half the boaters don't do it correctly. So anyway, peace out. Remember, live life with no regret. I do. Thank you so much. Bye.